In a world where the speed of a supercar often comes with a jaw-dropping price tag, there exists a league of automotive underdogs, cars that offer comparable performance for a fraction of the cost. Here are 7 speed demons that will embarrass your local Ferrari owner and cost less money than his monthly maintenance bill. The Kia EV6 looks as unsuspecting as everything else the Korean brand makes. On the surface, it's a mildly futuristic family car, an electric 5-passenger SUV with enough space to haul little Timmy to his soccer match. But Kia surprised the world by giving the EV6 a hidden performance trim, the GT. Packing a dual-motor, all-wheel drive electric powertrain, the EV6 GT makes an impressive 576 horsepower. The 0 to 60 time is just 3.4 seconds, which Kia proudly states is faster than entry-level Ferraris and Lamborghinis. They even proved this claim in a drag race, where it successfully outran half the group of overpriced garage queens. In order to handle those high speeds, the EV6 GT was given an electronic limited slip differential and a set of upgraded neon green performance brakes. Oh, and it also has a track-only drift mode, just in case you want to blow the money you saved on fresh rubber. All of this earned the EV6 GT its spot as 2023 World Performance Car. Volvo also has a history of making cars that punch way above their weight. Underneath its brick-shaped exterior, this V70R is hiding some unexpected Swedish engineering. The humble station wagon was sold from 1997 to 2007, and during that decade, it embarrassed its fair share of expensive exotics. The R trim level was a high-performance variant like those offered by AMG and BMW's M division, but unlike its German rivals, Volvo gave their car an exterior that was nearly indistinguishable from the entry-level V70. When you pulled up next to one of these at a stoplight, it was hard to tell whether you were looking at a family-friendly IKEA furniture hauler or a 300-horsepower turbocharged 5-cylinder beast sitting on an all-wheel drive platform with a 6-speed manual. The V70R could accelerate 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds, which was eerily close to the Ferraris and Porsches of the time, and is still considered impressive today. The Chrysler 300 doesn't come with fancy supercar badges either. In fact, coming from a brand like Chrysler, most supercar drivers wouldn't so much as glance at one. But the 300 has a secret weapon borrowed from Dodge, a fine selection of naturally aspirated Hemi V8s. Throughout its lifetime, including the limited edition 300C and the SRT8, Chrysler sold the 300 with a 5.7, 6.1, and 6.4-liter engines. The most powerful made 485 horsepower, which is more than enough to surprise your unsuspecting exotic owner. After all, it's a full-size luxury sedan weighing in at over 2 tons, so who wouldn't be surprised by the 4.4-second 0 to 60 time? And since everyone knows it was coming, let's get the Corvette out of the way. Seriously, America's sports car has been the king of affordable supercar slang since before your parents were born. One of the cheaper generations right now is the C5. Produced from 1997 to 2004, it was powered by the 5.7-liter LS1 V8, although the top-tier Z06 got an upgraded LS6, making 405 horsepower. And unlike the sleeper Chrysler, this one actually looks the part of an exotic, complete with some of the last pop-up headlights ever offered on a new car. GM produced about 250,000 C5s, which means they're one of the easiest Corvettes to get a good deal on. Taking a brief rest from the world of American V8s, let's instead turn our attention to one of the cheapest and most underrated V12s ever made, the Mercedes SL65 AMG. Introduced in 2004, the R230 generation SL class powerhouse came with a 6-liter twin-turbo V12, making 603 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. This was enough to accelerate the car from 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds, but surprisingly, it didn't receive a wild exterior design to go with the performance. There are a few subtle vents and flares to separate it from the SLK, but the extravagant wide body and gaping intakes were reserved for the limited edition Black Series. The fact that you can buy an SL65 AMG for less than 6 figures is insane, but these cars are sometimes sold for below 40 grand. And since I couldn't make up my mind, the sixth entry is actually 3 options: the Mustang GT350, Camaro ZL1, and Challenger Hellcat. Each of these American muscle cars represent the pinnacle of their respective lineups, offering insane performance at a reasonable price tag. The Hellcat is infamous for its straight-line acceleration with a 700 horsepower 6.2-liter V8. The ZL1 is respected for its track performance, including a sub-730 time around the Nürburgring. The GT350 is, in my opinion, the most attractive of the 3, and is the latest in a long lineage of historic performance icons. Any one of these V8s can hold their own in a battle against supercars costing 2 or 3 times as much. They were also all offered with a manual transmission at some point in their lifetime, something that the final car is noticeably lacking. It's also lacking in engine. That's because Car 7 is the Tesla Model S. Along with the EV6, the Model S and every other electric car has been beating supercars at their own game, with the advantage of instant torque and no gear changes. This means the Model S Plaid can accelerate from 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, and the base model will do it in about 3. Hell, even the Model Y SUV can get to 60 in under 5 seconds. So as boring as these cars of the future may be, they certainly offer some supercar slaying benefits. I used to see a Model S Plaid when I commuted to college on a Ninja ZX6R. It was often enough that we would recognize each other and race whenever there was an opening in traffic. Watching that car pull away from me so effortlessly was a humbling but incredible thing to witness. Let me know if you've ever been surprised by the performance of a seemingly regular car. And remember to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.